Ultimate Team Review. This team was submitted to us by Reasonable Draft. Starting off the back, we've got Casillas, Hernandez, Saliba, Cabrasi, and Pavard. So with first is Casillas, a good goalkeeper, but I don't care about goalkeepers, so I'm going to skip straight over that. Next up, we have two evolution cards. He hasn't put the specs for which ones they are, so I've had to take a guess, and I've sort of rated them under what they probably are. Hernandez is probably quite a good card, because all of his cards are really solid. Saliba, probably less so, but, you know, I've probably rated that quite low, because it could be any one of them. So the next one we're really going to look in depth on is Cabrasi, whoever you say his name. Not a bad card, to be fair. Pretty solid, good pace, good defending. Physical could be higher though, particularly the strength. He's not as strong as he could be for centre back. Also, the playstyle plus, he's got long ball pass as a plus, which is useful, but I'd prefer a defensive one. So he's not as defensive as he could be. That's the real problem with him. But small criticism, really quite a good card. On the right back is Pavard, who is a good fullback, also quite a good right back actually. Just make sure you can see him. No, you can't. There we go. This Pavard's card. So pace maybe a bit low for a fullback. Good enough for centre back. Good defending, good physical, good passing, good dribbling. Really, lots of good defensive play styles. Jockey's probably not my first choice for a defender in terms of a plus, but still not bad. Good card, solid card. Next up in midfield, we've got Kante, Zico, and De Bruyne. So Kante first. Let's have a look at Kante. I like the way the Kante plays. I just wish his card sort of resembled the way he played more. Definitely more of a CDM because the passing's quite low. But he's got good playstyles. Press Proven Plus and Anticipate is a great combo. He's also got a lot of like other ones that I really like. He got like every playstyle he's got is one I'd want for a CDM. He's kind of perfect. I just wish stats were a little bit better. Yeah, particularly passing. I think passing needs to be higher. Then there's Zico. Let's have a look at Zico. Just make sure you can see him. Yeah. Definitely more of a cam than a centre mid because the defending is too low. But pretty solid card. Technical plus. I'd prefer for a cam like long ball or incisive as the pluses, but I'll take it. Not a bad cam. And then De Bruyne, which he always has really decent cards. This one's an SBC, but it's like 2.5 mil. Really good stats, really high stats. Not surprising that it's more of a cam than it is like a CDM or a centre mid. But more even than you'd expect for cams. He's got Incisive Plus, which is the one you want, plus Ping Pass, which does make sense. He does tend to like put it through the lines rather than over the top. So you wouldn't really expect him to have long ball. But he does have long ball as normal. He has good passing play styles, also technical and finesse. That's kind of a perfect cam. That's pretty decent. I don't know how good he'd be in centre mid though, because he's not that defensive. But you know, I don't rate based on positions, so we'll skip over that. Next up front we've got Bale, Malin, and Gabriel Martinelli. As a Welsh guy, I appreciate Bale very much, having him in the team. Let's have a look at Bale. Ridiculous card. This is also an SBC. I didn't do this one because I wanted to save my fodder for the SBCs, but I somewhat regret it because I would like to have him in my team. Rapid and acrobatic makes sense based on the way he plays to have them as pluses because that is the way he's known for the overhead kick, and he's known for was it like Jordi Alba he'd run around, so it makes sense. But acrobatic as a plus, in my opinion, that's a waste. But really good playstyles and really high stats, ridiculously high pace. Malin also has really high pace, maybe more of a winger than a striker. It's hard to tell. Rapid, lots of defensive ones, really pacey ones, really high stats. Quite a good card. Reminds me a bit of Mbappe, but a fair bit shorter than Mbappe. Maybe like a small Mbappe. And then Malin, he hasn't. This is an evolution. He hasn't posted the stats. I've taken a guess, and it's probably lower than what the actual real one is. Okay, so now it's time for the scores. Okay, I've rated this one with an 8.98, which should put about 10th place in our leaderboard. Well done, buddy. Now it's a question of how do we improve it, though? And I think out of all the ones, obviously I'm not going to go for one of the evolutions because I don't know which evolution it is. So it could be the best card in his team or the worst card in his team. So I've gone for the ones that we actually know. So I think out of all of them, I've gone with, I think the issue is Cabrasi could be better. He's not as strong as he could be, and 90's quite high. so it's unlikely you're going to be able to evolution him enough, like now, to get him better. So my solution was, there's probably, because he's quite a good centre-back, there's probably not that many good centre-backs better than him. So I put Pavard in centre-back and then get a new right-back. And I think the right-back I went for is Nico Williams, who's got a really cheap evolution coming out, and it's a really solid card. So that's what I do. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you want your team reviewed, find a link to the Reddit page in the description. See you now.